This week's video, like Danny DeVito, is going to be short and sweet, and that sign behind me is a clue. There's something big inside. Let's go check it out. And this is it. This is the Polestar 3, and what a beast! Honestly, I have to take the day off to go all the way around the car. It's that big. It's almost 5 meters long. Okay, before we get into the tech specs, let's talk price and range. Now, the entry-level version, the base model, clocks in at $169,000. For that, you get 610 kilometers out of a charge. Now, that's because it has 2 motors. One on the front, one on the back. It is all-wheel drive. There is also a performance pack you can get, which costs a little more, but has a little bit more oomph, although the range is reduced a little bit. But the reason why it is so big is because underneath here is a 111 kilowatt hour battery. It is a monster. Like, imagine 15 years ago, 111 kilowatt hours on one battery in one car. It's mind-blowing. Okay, now let's take a look at some of the exterior features here, because it's got a lot of cool tech. Starting with this. What you might not be able to see, there it is. That is an 8 megapixel zoom camera facing the back. Wait till you come around and have a look at the front. There is, right down here is the smart zone, a cluster with a whole range of stuff that basically helps the car drive itself. It's like autonomous driving. It's all hidden behind here, including a camera. In fact, this thing is laden with cameras, and there's even cameras on the wing mirrors here, which, believe it or not, have a self-cleaning function. I don't quite know how that works, but I'd like to see it in action. That's pretty neat. On the back, you can also get fitted an automatic tow bar. Now, I've used a Polestar before to tow a caravan, and the tow bar actually just plops down underneath, and when you're finished with it, with the push of a button, it just pops straight back up again. Why doesn't every car have this? This is amazing technology. Something else I wanted to mention down the front here. You see these headlights here? These things have 1.3 million pixels, and the reason that these LED headlights have so many pixels is that they can change the shape of the light beam. So if you've got a car coming towards you, you can basically exclude the vehicle from having its eyes blinded with headlights. But one of the coolest functions this thing has, though, behind the smart zone sensor cluster, is this front spoiler, just to improve aerodynamics. I have never seen a production car that's under $250,000 with a front spoiler on it. Like, look, actually separated from the body. Like, you can stick potatoes in there. Underneath here, there is also a fartment or front compartment to put at least 20 or 30 kilograms of potatoes. And in the back, check this out, automatic rear electric boot. But here's a cool little function. If you pop the back here, it slides in down there, and look at that. You got cargo hooks, you got shopping bag hooks built into the back, or you can just put a suitcase in there, it'll stop it flying around. Same goes in here. Reasonable amount of storage space in here as well. Of course, it has stopping power, it's got Brembo brakes, and it comes standard with 21-inch diamond cut alloys, or you can opt for the 22-inch ones if you prefer. As for power plants, it's got 2 motors as standard. The base model has 360 kilowatts, and it has 840 newton meters of torque, so it'll move. And of course, you can get the performance pack, which ramps it up to 380 kilowatts and almost 1,000 newton meters of torque. It's stupid the amount of torque this thing's got, and it needs it because it has such a massive 111 kilowatt hour battery pack. Step into a little bit of luxury. Now, this has seated heats in both the front and the back, and of course it has ventilated front seats, and both front seats have a massage function, which I will try in a minute. It also has a Bowers & Wilkins sound system. Now, I have to be honest, until about a year ago, I didn't really know what Bowers & Wilkins was. It did sound like a hardware chain that went bust in the 80s, but it does actually have, guess how many speakers? 6, 8, 12, or 14? No, it has 25. Including 2 in each headrest. 25 speakers. That's more speakers than a weekend seminar, all squashed into one vehicle. It's insane. But when you've got that many speakers, you're going to need acoustic glass. It has acoustic glass, and it has also infrared, somehow coated front windscreen, which just basically helps insulate the car, keeps it soundproof. Really can't wait to see what this thing sounds like on the road. I will get my chance, I'm sure. Let's see if Bruce behind the camera will. Yes, apparently I will get my chance. Stay tuned. Hit the like and the subscribe button for that alone. I can't wait. This is insane. And of course, being a Polestar, it has this massive centrally mounted display, 14.5 inches this thing. This basically runs its own automotive version of Android that controls the car. And all of the cameras, all the LiDAR and everything, it's all controlled by an NVIDIA chip. And it's so powerful that it could probably run Doom. Now, like all Polestars, this thing is heavy on sustainability. Like, every single gram of carbon is calculated in every single gram of material. Like, you've got stuff like Napa leather that's from animal welfare secured materials. Even the PVC in the materials on the inside has no crude oil involved. Plus, look at this, it's 50% less virgin plastic. And I was going to make a celebrity joke there, but let's keep it classy. It's also got lots of natural fibers, lots of it made from European grown flax, believe it or not, which is interesting. And of course, we've got 80% of the raw material of the entire car is from post-consumer waste. I mean, this car is pure trash, but in the finest possible way. It is a work of art. It's sleek, it's fast, it's intelligent, and it's also a statement, not just for you putting it in your driveway saying, hey, look how cool this thing is, but also a statement of what's possible with electric car technology. Can you imagine something like this 15 years ago? Like 15 years ago, what was that? 2008, we had Lady Gaga's Poker Face. Time goes like that, and in that much time we've got beasts like this. It's really exciting, and I cannot wait to drive it.